Tomorrow, I'm flying to New York. In fact, in just over 13 hours, my flight will be taking off. And I've not even packed my bags yet. And I've got this vlog to do, and edit, and upload. So it's not going to be a really long vlog. But today, we're going to talk about broken lenses, holiday problems, lost puppies, and a few other things. But first, roll the intro. One of the things I've been looking most forward to about going to New York is the fact that I'm going to get able to take my camera equipment and get loads of footage and hopefully come up with some fantastic vlogs. Wait a minute, this sounds very much like it did when I went to London. But we'll dismiss that. Anyway, let's just go back 2 weeks ago. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm up, ready to go to work, I've done everything I need to, I've got a few minutes spare. I thought I'd take a few pictures outside, the light was good. So I put my camera on the shelf in the porch, went to open the front door, and bang. I turned round and some of the junk mail that I pile up on the shelf has pushed the camera onto the floor. The result, this lens here ended up landing on that part there. Now it's not too bad at the minute because I have managed to sort of force it back into position. However, that lens can't be used. It's now simply an ornament for this shelf. £230 it is for one of them lenses, and that's not something that I could easily replace, but I did manage to source a replacement lens, which actually, it's the one I'm using now, but it's actually really good quality lens. It's the same lens, but second hand, and it was £60. That only turned up a few days ago, which is one of the reasons why I've not been able to do a vlog prior to today. But the good news is we can now take the camera to America. So now we arrive back to today. Now, as I said, in true man style, haven't packed anything yet, and I never do when I'm going on holiday until the night before. I think it's more of a personal mindset thing, or at least this is my male excuse, that if I pack everything at the very end, I know that everything's going in. I'm not going to be pulling everything out to get something or any of that malarkey. It's just a case of everything's washed, everything's ready, it goes in the case. This morning we had a set list of things that we needed to do. As with anyone, you've got to go out and get a few last little bits, a few family members to see, change a bit of money over, blah blah blah. 2 hours of this morning was ambushed by some little chocolate chihuahuas, and I'll explain why now. I'm sat in my office, I'm looking on my computer, just going through some bits before we head off and go and do our things. I'm working through the theme of what I wanted to do for today's vlog, which, by the way, as you can probably tell, is completely different to what I had planned. And I notice out the window these two lovely little dogs coming along and peeing on one of our neighbours' brand new rendered walls that he's just put on his new driveway. Now, you know, being the concerned neighbour that I am, I was absolutely wetting myself laughing. I mean, you know, he's just rendered them. It's brand new and they're now covered in dog pee. And after I'd stopped laughing, I then realised, hold on, there's no one with these dogs. So I had a quick poke my head out the window to sort of see, and there was no one there. So me and Fran, we went outside to check on these dogs. One, because they're too little small, and if they're on their own, there's a chance they're going to get knocked over. So, you know, the nice, goodly neighbour thing, knocking aside the fact that I was laughing at his rendering. And we went up to these dogs, and they were dead friendly, and they came up to us. They had dog tags on, and it was very wet, so we brought them inside so we could try and contact their owner. Anyway, cut a long story short, 2 hours of being licked to death, and the male chihuahua constantly trying to hump my arm. We eventually got in touch with one of the owners and we handed the dogs back. So we then carried on with our day. And it was one of them where you're just rushing around, forgive the pun, chasing your tail. But we managed to get everything sorted. And that's where we're up to now, where it's late at night, I've still not packed, and I'm only just getting round to doing the vlog. Now, on the subject of packing, I've got to do something ever so slightly different this time around. It's different to London because I've got to go through customs and things I've had to take into consideration. And before you ask, yes, I did look into this before we went. Things like batteries and like lens cleaning solution, the fluids and stuff like that have all got to be different. So because I'm going to have to carry my camera and a lot of the batteries and kit like that in my hand luggage, that means I've got minimal space for other things that I would normally carry in my hand luggage. Plus, it would also change the way in which I'd carry the cameras. So normally I have a little sort of shoulder satchel, but I've had to invest in a new rucksack, and like I said, I had prepared for this, so I'll show you this very, very quickly. Here it is. This is 30 quid on eBay. That's dirt cheap. Now don't get me wrong, some of the proper ones you're talking a couple of £100, but it's got this little flip down bottom where I can put my bits in there, and if I do this as well, you know, we've got plenty of room there for other things like lens cleaning stuff and everything. This little thing's cool, this. I got this on Amazon. An American plug USB charger. If you're getting camera shot, that helps, doesn't it? American plug USB charger. But it comes with a British adapter as well, so that I can use it at the airport. I've also got this little doody thing. This thing is a waterproof, shockproof little case, and this is for my memory cards. Really impressed with that. 6 quid. Amazon, telling you, the way forward. So I mentioned batteries. One of the things that I'm really impressed with is this little thing by Newer. I think that was 6 quid as well, not too sure off the top of my head. Available in other colours. This is for your batteries. They're tiny, the batteries on this Canon, I tell you. So that way they're not asked about me going through customs with them because there's no connections and stuff like that. I'm using a tripod that I film on at the minute, but I've got this bad boy to take into consideration. Now, this thing, and I'm going to do a review at some point on this and the other one for people like me that are beginners to photography and cinematography or vlogging. And these are really, really cheap tripods, but really, really good for just getting that initial kit. So I will do a review on these. That is going in the main luggage. Other things I've got to take into consideration is I've got to take a laptop with me. I've got to take portable hard drives and things like that. And this is all stuff that most people don't take on holiday with them. But as a vlogger and someone who's going to be doing a lot of filming and stuff like that, it makes sense, doesn't it? Now, I'm going to be in New York for 6 nights, which means we don't get back in the UK until Monday morning, which will probably be followed by a swift afternoon nap. And then I'm going to start looking at the footage and start producing 1, 2, don't know, vlogs, maybe even a little short movie. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. After that, I'm going to be concentrating, because I've still got about another 6 days off work, I'm going to be concentrating on getting my head down with some of the studies that I've got, which is another reason why I've sort of slowed down the rate of which I've been producing vlogs this last couple of this last month really. It's really important that I get this study done at work. At the minute, the vlogs won't be as regular as normal, but come sort of mid-end of October, I'm going to be going back on full steam ahead again, getting them done at least 1 a week. So we've got that to look forward to. Yeah? Yeah. What? You're laughing again? Always laughing at me, this lot. Anyway, so I'm going to go and start packing now because I'm really, really looking forward to getting to New York. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the sights and attractions while we're up there. Looking forward to getting all the footage and seeing what sort of vlogs we can make from it. Definitely looking forward to turning 40. So if you're really looking forward as well to seeing a lot of this footage, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, tick the bell so that you can be notified of any future videos, and leave a comment down below, and I will see you soon.